He's young, he has Robert Redford good looks, he's conservative, and he's rich. I'm not talking about Dan Quayle, I'm talking about Larry King's guest, Donald Trump.
Would you have taken it if offered?
I like that.
Supposing Bush called you and said, Donald, forget this business thing. Come run.
Forget about it. I just like that introduction. I mean, let's not get into this. That was a great introduction. I'm glad I came to the show.
Supposing he called you.
Would I have done it? I probably would not have done it because I really love what I'm doing. By the way, I happened to listen about the press conference. I was at the press conference today. I met Dan Quayle, and I have to tell you,
For the first time?
For the first time. I thought he did a great job. I was surprised at Pat. I heard Rick. I was surprised at Pat. I thought he did a great job. I was at the press conference. I know something about press conferences, and I watched. And I walked out. I was very impressed. I said, I didn't know him at all until then. He's a very impressive guy.
Let's give America maybe a different look at you. You're the author of a bestseller, and everyone knows you as the owner of buildings and hotels. But you might be classified as an Eastern Republican. Fair?
Well, I guess you could say that, yes.
Which means kind of a Rockefeller, Chase Manhattan Republican?
I never thought of it in those terms.
How do you define? Are you a Bush Republican?
No, I think I'm really, the people that I do best with are the people that drive the taxis. You know, wealthy people don't like me because I'm competing against them all the time, and they don't like me, and I like to win. The fact is, I go down the streets of New York, and the people that really like me are the taxi drivers and the workers, et cetera, et cetera. I mean, I really get a great response.
Why are you a Republican?
I have no idea. I mean, I am a Republican because I just believe in certain principles of the Republican Party. I was with George Bush today. I listened to George Bush. I listened to what he said, and I believe very strongly in what he said. I think he is going to be a great president.
Is he going to win New York State?
Perhaps not. Perhaps not. We have a governor, Mario Cuomo, who's solidly behind Mr. Dukakis, who's also, by the way, really run a very formidable campaign, obviously. And Cuomo carries a lot of weight, and there's a lot of strength behind the Democratic Party.
Do you resent it when money is used? Everyone's kidding about money. Harry Shearer was here early. He said that Benson will debate Quayle, and they'll throw money at each other.
Well, I think they say it. I don't think it's very meaningful. I think to a certain extent it depends on how the money came, where the money came from, how it came. Did you make your money? Did you inherit your money? Did you this? Did you that? But I have to tell you, and I have to go back to it again, I was at that news conference. I was one of the few reporters, really, that was at the news conference. I watched. I thought Quayle did a great job.
Why are you here?
And I don't mean a good job. I mean a
great job.
Really
Why are
good
you
job.
here?
I'm here because I'm a guest of Vice President Bush, Mrs. Bush, the Mossbachers, and some others. And
as an observer?
As really an observer, and it's an interesting system, and I wanted to see really how the system works. It's the first time that I've been involved in a convention. I came down, I wanted to see how it works, and it's fascinating.
How about financially? Now, what can you give to George? You've already contributed to him, haven't you?
Well, I've contributed to him, and I've helped him a little bit, and I guess I'll help him a little bit more, and I'm not sure that he needs anybody's help. I think so far, I really think he's conducted himself brilliantly.
Is it easy for you to raise money?
Yes.
No, it is. Because the call from Donald Trump to someone else you get the person on the phone?
I do a lot of business, a lot of people. I know a lot of people. And somehow if I call those people and if I say, would you support somebody, they'll listen to me. And if they agree with me, I mean, they're not going to support somebody that they don't care for, that they don't like. But it's not hard to raise money for Vice President Bush. I mean, he's a very formidable guy, and people like the man.
Why are you involved in politics at all?
I enjoy it. I enjoy the system. I doubt I'll ever be involved in politics beyond what I do right now, but I do enjoy the system. I find it a really beautiful thing to watch. It's a beautiful
The rumors
machine.
that you were going to run were wrong?
Oh, I was never going to run. I mean, I made the mistake of going up to New Hampshire, a place that I love, and doing a friend a favor and making a speech for him. It got tremendous publicity. It was one of my good speeches, by the way. It got tremendous publicity and tremendous crowds, and all of a sudden everybody thought I was going to run for president. And it was very flattering and everything, but I never had any intention, and I won't be running for president.
What's the kick now for you in a business deal?
Well, I think just success. I love what I'm doing. You know that. You know that very well, and you know some of the things. I just bought the Plaza Hotel in New York. In my business, real estate, that's the ultimate crown jewel. There is nothing else. The Plaza Hotel is like the epitome of what I do. There's all different businesses, but in what I do. And it's just something I'm proud of. I love what I do.
Okay, we understand we're looking down now, Donald and I, onto Bourbon Street, and apparently this is this Vice President? This is George Bush leaving his hotel, or he's leaving the restaurant where he had dinner. See, Donald, if you run, they even shoot you when you leave a restaurant. That's
I
news.
hope his dinner was good.
We go everywhere. CNN is everywhere. One other thing. This building cost $172 million.
Right.
Like it?
I think they did a beautiful job. They really should be very proud of it. It came over very heavily over budget, and today you couldn't build it for $500 million.
Want to buy it?
And by the way, Ted Turner, he's great. He's great.
Thanks, Don.
So long.
Secretary of Education Bennett's going to make a major speech. Bernie and